Living by faith means your love for God drives your everyday life. Not just your weekends, not just your podcast listening. You living by faith means your love for God drives your life. When you wake up in the morning, how am I going to love on God today? When at lunch, how am I going to love? How am I going to do for God? When you go to work and there's people there you don't like, how am I going to show them your life, God? When you come home and you turn on a movie, God, let me not turn on something you don't want to watch. Now, look, I'm not against movies. I'm not against watching TV or anything. But at some point, you got to draw some lines. Your music listening habits, your daily prayer life. Do you know how many people I've talked to? They're like, Chad, I just don't have time to pray. I just don't have time to spend with God. Or, Chad, I pray every morning on my way to work. I think praying on your way to work is a great time to pray. But I've been married for almost 30 years. I don't just communicate with my wife on the phone while I'm driving to work. There better be a little more intimacy than that, a little more exclusivity than just on the ride to work on speakerphone. You got to take that relationship serious. That's the heart of faith. God above all. Are you trying to grow in faith without growing in your relationship with God? You see, your love for God drives your life. That's faith. When you look at some of the things that were done, you look through Elijah and Elisha and you see all these great miracles and stuff, but you flip through and you read about Isaiah. Man, Isaiah's life was crazy. And so many of the other prophets, they were tortured and tormented and imprisoned, and no one would listen to them for decades. And they died preaching without people listening. How does someone continue on that path? The heart of faith.